I'm going to be doing a perfume review of Midnight Shimmer by Michael Kors. This is the first Michael Kors perfume that I have bought because none of the other ones that I have smelled, which I'm going to say are at least 5 of his other perfumes, I wasn't interested in enough to buy them, or they were similar or close to being similar to something else I already had or have. And also I bought the 50 ml. And before I go into the notes, I do want to say that I did do a drawing of this perfume, which I'm going to try to have as the thumbnail because I didn't grab the picture I drew before I started recording. So I'm sorry about that. But I took a lot of time into that because I was really excited about this perfume. And it's true. The excitement was worth it. So I'm going to read the notes off of Ulta first, which is unusual for me because they have the correct notes. In my honest opinion, what I think is the correct notes. I also did my nails to match all this. I put some really hard work into doing this review, and I've been busy, so I hope you guys appreciate me doing this review. Okay, so what Ulta says is notes are: the top is quince, middle vanilla, and the base notes is Peru balsam. And before I go into Fragrantica, I'm going to say that every other site besides Ulta is saying just woody notes. And honestly, I will say I don't think that's fair, because woody notes could be anything, like sandalwood or ciderwood. You know what I mean? When you think of woody notes, you're not going to instantly think of balsam. So I don't know what's up with the marketing on that, and I feel like sites need to switch the notes because I do smell the Peru balsam in this, and I wouldn't lie to you. So I'll read the notes off of Fragrantica. The notes that they have are soft musk, jasmine, vanilla, and woody notes. And I will say right now, what I smell most on skin, I am going to spray. Ooh, that's a lot. One spray, a lot comes out. I just felt that because I've been mainly doing it here so I can smell it better, so I can get this review out. To me, this is a deep fragrance for there not being that many notes. Honestly, I think what comes out the most is that Peru balsam, and the vanilla to me is what's on the top. Even though it says middle notes on Ulta, I'm getting that mix. Those, to me personally, are the main 2 notes of this fragrance, is Peru balsam and vanilla. And I think more on the dry down, the Peru balsam takes over. This isn't a bad perfume. I don't think there's musk in this perfume. People on Fragrantica have voted that there's musk in this perfume, but I'm just not getting it on skin. I do think it's possible that there might be jasmine and quince. It might be there, but if they are, they play in the background. I have worn this perfume 3 days now, so I gave it some time before I did the review because I've been busy. In my very honest opinion, to me personally, this is mainly a Peru balsam and vanilla mix. And to me, that's basically it. So In my opinion, it's one of the better Michael Kors perfumes I've smelled. I also really like the bottle, which actually I know people are going to be shocked, but since I'm a collector of perfume with over 700 bottles, I mainly blind bought this originally for the bottle. I did want the 100 ml, but Bosco's, where I bought this online, doesn't have it. And the other reason why I decided to buy the 50 ml is because I don't think I would use a whole 100 ml of this. I'm trying to pick and choose what designer perfumes to buy in 100 ml or 50 ml, depending on cost and depending on how much I like it, if it's not a blind buy. But if I blind buy perfumes that are designer, that are up there in cost, I'm going to probably go after the 50 ml more. But I'm going to say something that gets in the middle of this review to me, which isn't really relevant. But I posted on Fragrantica that Marc Jacobs' Flanker to Decadence, Divine Decadence was on pre-order at Bloomingdale's and will be available at the end of July. Also, I already seen it pop up on Fragrance X, which is a discount perfume website, and you have to get on the waiting list, but I figured why not tell you guys that, because Decadence is my biggest views of perfume review with over 4,000 views, and I know it's a scattered review, but I just had to throw that out there. And then I'm probably going to get a 50 ml of that, not because I can't afford the 100 ml, it's more because I want the 50 ml bottle just because of the purse. I know some people say that's silly, but I actually think I'll like Divine Decadence more. And I'm hoping I can review that sometime in August, if I can get it by then. Which I got Decadence in early September last year, so we'll see. I think this is being released a few months ahead of when Decadence was released in the fall. But I thought it was originally supposed to be a fall release. Sorry, it took some time there. I'm going to go back into the review. And I will say Midnight Shimmer has similar balsam to Poison Girl, which was released in the beginning of this year. But Poison Girl has Toulouse balsam and Midnight Shimmer has Peru balsam. But I feel like Midnight Shimmer is more mature and Poison Girl is for the younger crowd. I would say, in my opinion, I know some people don't put age on perfume, but I would say starting in mid to upper 20s. Personally, I prefer Midnight Shimmer over Poison Girl. The sillage is average. The longevity is around 8 hours with body lotion. I wouldn't wear this perfume until at least gets dark out, and in summer that's after 9 p.m. Since I'm a night owl, this perfume is perfect for me. I don't go clubbing or partying, whatever, I've always been saying it like that, or anything else. If you don't know what this means, look it up on Wicca. I've been straight edge and have been since I've been 16. I'm not that kind of person, and that's never who I had been. So that's just to give you an idea of what I think this perfume is meant to be worn around. I don't know if this is a good date night perfume. It might be too heavy for that. You know, also I think that this would be a good daytime and nighttime perfume in the winter. Also, I forgot to say I'm more laid back and easygoing. Yeah, Midnight Shimmer is definitely an evening out perfume and not a date night perfume. I could see this perfume being worn all year long, mainly at night. Could be your signature perfume for night. Once this perfume hits the base stage, I think because of the Peru Balsam, this perfume may seem to some people on the unisex side, depending on how feminine you like your fragrances to be. Overall, I give this perfume an 8 out of 10. Also, the 50 ml retails for $82 and the 100 ml retails for $102. And Michael Kors' website has it, of course, that he's had this since early June. Ulta got it later in June, and I know Bosco's has it, and Macy's just got it. That's all I know right now. But before I go, Michael Kors does have another perfume coming out in August. If you didn't already know, I'm thinking I will get a 50 ml if I have to blind buy it. The perfume is called Wanderlust. And now for my mini update. I will say now that I will try to review Tempting by Sofia Vergara soon, and I might review Private Show by Britney Spears sometime next week if I get time to, because I'm going to have a busy upcoming week. That's my perfume review of Midnight Shimmer by Michael Kors. Thanks for watching. If you liked my review, please like the video and share if you know anyone who's interested in this perfume. I really appreciate you watching my review. Please subscribe and follow me on Twitter at iShredAlways. Also, I'm Lizzie Shreds on Fragrantica and Perfumo International. And I have to add this, it's my PS, that I'm trying so hard with the lighting situation because I review most of my perfumes at night, but right now I think it looks fairly good. Yes, it could be better, but since I'm going to be busy this summer, I'm not going to be able to review perfumes during the day that often, so I'm sorry about that, but thanks for hanging in there. It is really truly appreciated.